Dreams of Nowhere, Soilwork from the new album. Here we go again. Övergivenheten. Fuck, sorry, mate. Stupid Aussie accent.
It's all good.
So, the input of the band, I know you were talking about you give over little ideas about, to producers about videos, right? Again, fucking pronunciation, mate. Soilwork. What was the input of the band with the outcome that you wanted from that video? Because it's fucking awesome, dude. I've probably watched it 10, 15 times.
Yeah, it's intense. That's an intense video right there. Yeah, it really is. I don't know. We're the kind of band that don't want to give too much inputs, like, oh, you should have this or that. This needs to be in there. We normally the band that just gives some keywords, and Nous sommes la guerre means we are the war in French, and it has nothing to do with the ongoing war. It was written way before that. Just want to clarify that. But the song was written by David, and I guess he has a fascination of French, and sometimes expressing himself in French, and he's quite good. I wouldn't say he's fluent in French, but he's pretty good. And he even has a project, I think, on YouTube called Satie, where most of it is in French, collaboration with a French artist. But I'm not 100% sure what sort of headspace he was in when writing that song. But it's what a song and what a melody, and the video that goes with it. It's a lot, It's a lot to take in, Yeah. When I watched it the first time, I was like, wow, I think I need to go out on the balcony and get some air, because it was so much to take in. But yeah, it's definitely one of the highlights on the album, for sure.
And we're going to play it right now. Here is the Soilwork.
Hey everyone, this is Björn, Strid from Soilwork, and you're listening to a Soilwork special on Heavy Magazine.
Nous sommes l'opposition. Nous attendons le porteur de lumière.
The shadows enterizing from the earth. Now that everyone is giving me the widest berth, I have nightly visits, sentient absence watching me, nurturing the edge where other worlds are scratching me. Gently tell
sommes la guerre. Nous sommes le contraire. Nous sommes l'opposition. Nous attendons le porteur de lumière.
This is Metal V. I have the privilege of talking to Björn Strid from Soilwork. This is Heavy Magazine. One of the sentences in the bio, mate, was that Soilwork approaching trying to make the album sound as organic as possible, and the words organic, they hit me very, very much, because I never write questions down. In 30 years of metal press, I've never written a question down, because I don't want to be that person. Like, you look at journalists, right, and they ask a question, and then the next thing that they do is look down at their fucking clipboard, and all they're interested in is themselves and asking a question. They're not interested in the person that is answering that question, right? So I love organic, mate. So I want to know how you went about achieving, an organic state with Soilwork, because the music that you do sounds very produced. And I'm not saying that you sound very produced, but that's what, Melodeath and Tech Death, need. They need production, right? It's hard to sound fucking organic. And I didn't get it at first. I've probably listened to the album 5 or 6 times in the last 2 days that I've had it. And I actually get that organic feel to it. Can you explain it to me and what you were trying to achieve and how you think you did it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's a tough balance, like, it's like where does it stop being organic, I was going to say, but it's like, for us, the most important thing is that it needs to sound like a band playing, It really needs to sound like a band and not this sort of compressed storm coming towards you, which we hear a lot today in music scene. Everything is extremely compressed. And the dynamics are getting lost. So I think that's another key word, dynamics. You can actually feel that. So when we're actually taking things down in the songs, like you need to feel it, and that's where it becomes organic to me. That it's really like all the instruments sounds organic, and it sounds like a real band playing, that as if they would be in your living room playing. Yeah. But that being said, it also, of course, needs to, it needs to really hit you. It needs to, have a really powerful sound to it. But I think if you, as a band have sort of like a mutual vision in what it is you're doing, and that you're sort of well rehearsed and you're used to playing live, you shouldn't have to, cover it up too much, or trying to improve it by compressing things, or making things hit harder than they actually do in real life, if you know what I mean, like that, with all these triggers and this and that, but there's a balance there, as well. But this is as close as we feel that we can get, where finding the balance in being completely organic but also very hard hitting, but really staying true to reality.
So what song do you think fully encapsulates that feeling, Björn?
Okay, now I need to look at the track list. I was going to say.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Well, this is not going to be one of the singles, and I hope that won't be a problem. But
no, as I said, mate, it's totally up to you to choose the songs. As long as you're cool with me playing them, I'm going to play them. This is all about Soilwork.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. So I would pick the song "This Godless Universe."
Okay, so before we play it, then I did write. I've got some notes, right? And the notes here are this.